Hello everyone, I'm Professor S.R. Patil, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, BLDEACET in Jaipur. I welcome you all for this cloud computing tutorial. In today's lecture, I'll be talking about the content that is, one second. Okay. So I'll be talking about the content cloud activities, ethical issues in cloud computing, and cloud vulnerabilities. So I'll be talking all these three topics in today's class. So we'll see what are the cloud activities are there, what are the ethical issues in cloud computing, and some of the cloud vulnerabilities. Okay, coming to the cloud activities. Here, a number of activities are necessary to support the three delivery models which we have discussed in the previous lecture. So what are the three delivery models? Platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service. So here, this includes, the cloud activity includes the first one, service management and provisioning. So service management and provisioning, this includes the virtualization, service provisioning, call center, operations management, systems management, QoS, that is quality of service management, billing and accounting, asset management. SLA, service level agreement management, that is SLA stands for service level agreement management, technical supports and backups. So these all like activities that comes under the service management and provisioning including. Okay, so we'll see the next cloud activity, that is security management. The security management that includes ID and authentication, certification and accreditation, intrusion prevention, intrusion detection, virus protection, cryptography, physical security, incident response, access control, audit and trails and firewalls. So these all comes under the security management. Security management includes all these activities. Move on to next. The other two activities that are customer services such as customer assistance and online help. So these are the activities: subscriptions, business intelligence, reporting, customer preferences, personalization. These all comes under the customer services. So the last one, that is integration services, that includes data management, excuse me, data management and development. Most of the applications that are data intensive in cloud, that is why managing the data, which is very important thing. So these all are like cloud activities are necessary to support the three delivery models such as platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and software as a service. So this list shows that a service-oriented architecture involves multiple subsystems and complex interactions among these subsystems. So there will be individual subsystems can also be layered. So this is all about the number of activities that are necessary to support the three delivery models. Move on to next. The next topic, that is ethical issues. So coming to the ethical issues in the cloud computing. So there is a term paradigm shift. The paradigm shift with profound implications for computing ethics. So the main elements of the shifts are, the main elements of this paradigm shifts are, the first one, the control is relinquished to third-party services. So I'll tell you what do you mean by relinquished third-party services. The second one is the data is stored on multiple sites administered by several organizations. Then third, multiple services interoperate across the network. So here the relinquished means it is the unauthorized access, data corruption, infrastructure failure and services unavailability are some of the risk related to relinquishing the control to the third party services. So we'll see some of the implications. What are the implications? Unauthorized access will be there. As I told you, though we provide the security to the cloud, so there will be like unauthorized access might be there. This is one of the challenge in the cloud computing. Then data corruption might be there. Then infrastructure failure. So why infrastructure failure has been taken place? Like sometime like power failure may occur, some physical damage may occur. So that leads to the infrastructure failure. And service unavailability. Sometimes the provider may not available to provide the services to the consumer. So these are the some of the issues, or we can say that the implications. Move on to next, de-perimeterization. Like we'll see what do you mean by de-perimeterization. So here the system can span the boundaries of multiple organizations and cross the security borders. This process is called it as a de-perimeterization. I'll repeat once again. Systems can span the boundaries of multiple organizations and cross the security borders. This process is called it as a de-perimeterization. So here in this cloud computing, the complex structure of cloud services can make it difficult to determine who is responsible in case something undesirable happens. So if the process or the cloud services works perfectly, then there is no issues. Suppose if there is a difficulty in the complex structure, then the question will arise like who is responsible in case of something undesirable happens. So this is also one of the, I can say that, issues in the cloud computing. Next is identify fraud and theft are made possible by the unauthorized access. So there will be unauthorized access will be there. Because of the unauthorized access, we may lose the personal data. That is like they can steal our data, they can theft our data, that data in circulation and by new forms of dissemination through social networks. So whatever the data we are going to lose, that can be disseminated through social networks, and they could also pose a danger to cloud computing. So this is also one of the issue in cloud computing. Then coming to the privacy issues. So privacy issues like cloud services providers, cloud service providers have already collected the petabytes of sensitive personal information. So as I told you, in data warehouse or data centers, like data plays very important role. So petabytes, it's not a small data, it's a huge amount of data. That is also a sensitive personal information that's stored in a data centers. So normally the data will be stored in data centers around the world. We are talking about the like a huge amount of data. The acceptance of cloud computing, therefore, will be determined by privacy issues addressed by these companies and the countries where the data centers are located. So the data which we are going to store in data centers, we are supposed to provide the security, that is mean by privacy. Okay, so privacy is affected by cultural differences. So this is very important. The privacy, it affects the cultural differences. How? Some cultures favor privacy, others emphasize community. Okay, so this is a main, like we can say, drawback or a disadvantage. This leads to an ambivalent attitude towards privacy in the internet, which is global system. So this is one of the privacy issues that may take place because of the cultural differences. Next, the cloud vulnerabilities. So we can see what are the cloud vulnerabilities. What do you mean by vulnerability? So here, clouds are affected. Clouds are affected by malicious attacks. So malicious attacks are like unauthorized access, malicious attack. So and failures of the infrastructure. So I have told you failures of the infrastructure may be because of the several reasons. The one of the reason that might be a power failure. So power failure is one of the reason where the failure of the infrastructure that is going to take place. So here, such events can be affect the internet domain name service. You might have heard the term DNS, domain name service, and prevent access to the cloud or can directly affect the clouds. So here we have some of the examples where how the cloud vulnerabilities have been taken place. In 2004, an attack at Akamai caused a domain name outage and a major blackout that affected Google, Yahoo, and other sites. Okay, so this is the unauthorized access. It has been taken place. In 2009, Google was the target of a denial service attack. This is one of the attack, that is denial service attack, which took down Google News, Gmail for several days. So like hackers, unauthorized access has been taken place. So this is what we call it as a cloud vulnerabilities. Then in 2012, lightning caused a prolonged downtime at Amazon. So these are some of the examples for the cloud vulnerabilities. So this is all about the number of activities are necessary to support the delivery models, ethical issues in cloud computing, and the last concept, that is cloud vulnerabilities. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I request all of you, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe the channel. Thank you everyone.